So in your opinion, what exactly would a company need to do to lead with speed? Because yes, after a lot of leaks, OnePlus just sent out press invitations for the OnePlus 8 series launch event. It looks like the iPhone 12 might not be delayed, at least from its production standpoint, and LG might entirely get rid of the G lineup instead of having it become a mid-ranger. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I've lost track of how many days we've been locked in, but we're doing the right thing, guys. Let's hang in there, and hopefully it'll get better soon. This is Pocketnow Daily, sponsored by Skillshare. The official news today begin with deals. These continue on Amazon, and let's begin with the Apple ones and then the non-Apple ones. It all starts with the latest MacBook Air, which is currently $56 off, leaving the 8 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage variant for $1,243 with 55 cents, and you'll only be able to see savings until checkout. Then we've got the Samsung Galaxy A50, which is $275 with free shipping for the 64GB variant with expandable storage. And then there's the Fitbit Charge 3, which is also $30 off, leaving it at $130 shipped. All of you interested, it's actually a good time to figure out a way to stay fit as we stay home. You can learn more about everything in the description. Now, speaking of Fitbit, yes, the company pretty much now belongs to Google, so it's hard to tell you if it's the right thing to buy into these products or not. But then again, it seems like if there still is a Fitbit roadmap regardless. We have a new leak promo video from Fitbit's Dutch team that shows the Fitbit Charge 4 with its new features. The most notable addition is finally GPS. Yeah, I said finally, NFC for Fitbit Pay as well. It will apparently cost 149 euros, and the special edition will cost 169, but it will bring some extra bands out of the box. We'll keep you posted, obviously, if it launches, and then if you should buy. Depending on whatever happens with Google, we were expecting to see something at Google I/O, but yeah. And since we're talking Google, let's move the spotlight over to everything the companies are doing during this current coronavirus outbreak. Google particularly is donating $800 million to the cause. The money will arrive through grants, donations, credits, and by assisting manufacturers. They also have destined an extra $200 million investment fund that would be used by NGO and financial institutions to help small businesses access capital because, yeah, we have been hearing the possibilities of layoffs, and it's good that companies like Google are working on helping mitigate this cost for certain companies in order to keep people with their jobs in these times of need. Now, other companies are doing something very interesting. Like, for example, there are certain airlines that are repurposing their planes to serve as cargo planes in order to fly, medical supplies. Others are actually starting to build medical supplies, which is great. So, yeah, let's just hope that this gets better sooner. Now, how about if we move the spotlight over to LG? Yes, the company has just launched their LG V60 ThinQ. Expect our full review coming from Joshua Vergara very soon. But what is going to happen with the G lineup, which always gets launched right now? I mean, if you heard the last report, it claimed that the LG G9 ThinQ would become more of a mid-ranger with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G. But now we have a new report from Korea that claims that LG might let go of the G lineup, or at least the name. The company is reportedly shaking up their brand and naming strategy and making way for a new line and rebranding the G. There is still the possibility that we are going to get some sort of a device with a 7 series processor from Qualcomm, but regardless, LG, it's not just what you launch, it's how much you market it, guys. Let's see how that goes. Now, if you remember, we've also been covering the possibility of the iPhone 12 being delayed for various reasons, obviously starting with the problems that could happen in manufacturing. But according to Bloomberg, that is not going to be the case. The new report claims that the iPhone 12 5G is still on track to be launched in the fall, mainly because production isn't slated to begin until the summer. We're expecting up to 4 iPhones this year, but suppliers are still worried about the demand issues caused by the virus. According to Reuters, orders for Q1, which end in March, are expected to drop 18%, and suppliers were expected to ramp up production, but it was obviously apparently postponed due to the quarantine. So stay tuned. It's not that we're either excited or not over getting the iPhones in a timely manner. Right now there are more important fish to fry, but definitely this is another source of jobs, selling these phones, and as well as they do, etc., etc. I think you understand where I'm going with the whole concept. And since the responsible thing to do right now is to stay at home, I'll admit that I ran out of movies to binge watch about a week ago. So I decided to make a change, learn a new skill, and I highly recommend you consider joining with today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. This is the best time to explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. For all of you who've asked me for tips on how you can join us in creating a YouTube channel, Skillshare would be my tip number one. Start with the YouTube Success Workshop with Sorrel Amore to guide you in finding your voice and build an authentic brand around you. Then continue with the Video on a Budget class with Christopher Rhodes, since you don't really need expensive gear to get started. And then choose either the Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro classes to learn how to edit video using the apps that we use in the real world. Later, pick from thousands of other classes to enhance your quality, whether you want to learn about lighting, color correction, color grading, etc. And this is just one of so many skills you can find. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to thousands of classes, whether you want to learn photography, how to play a music instrument, draw, write, or even improve your skills in business. Skillshare has something for everyone. The first 1,000 of our subscribers to click the link in the description will earn a 2-month free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. And finally, back to the news, and the hottest topic of today has to do with the OnePlus 8 series. We've been covering so many leaks, we've seen renders, we've seen everything. Now we finally have press invitations for an event to happen virtually on April 14th. The invite reads, "Lead with speed," and OnePlus describes it as pushing its signature fast and smooth experience to the next level by bringing a full series of 5G devices with cleaner displays, faster performance than ever before. We are expecting the OnePlus 8 and 8 Pro and even a light variant that might be called the OnePlus Z. Now, regardless of the case, we've seen OnePlus devices get a little more expensive over time, and then we've seen every other competing device become even more expensive. So let us know in the question of the day, if OnePlus uses that tagline, lead with speed, what do you think the company needs to do to achieve that? Because, I mean, we've seen cases like the, Galaxies and iPhones where, they're performing really well and some of them are aggressively priced. We saw the Google Pixel 3a just disrupt the market last year. So in my case, I feel that lead with speed, yeah, speed is important, but the whole ensemble of the experiences are actually even more important to me, like the camera performance that we can't wait for OnePlus to fix. So I feel that they should also lead with photography as well, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below, let us know what you think. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me play around while I stay at home. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.